Ian Uncle Creepy McCall taking on Neil Two-Tap Seery. Ian McCall, minus 335 favorite, comeback on Seery, plus 275. This line was actually a lot bigger just like as of yesterday. It was like minus 450, plus 310, 320 or something like that. And the thing is, it's Seery's retirement fight. Now, Seery seems like the type of guy who is going to go out on his shield in his retirement fight. But I think Ian McCall is more skilled than him in just about every avenue of the fight game. McCall has his own issues in terms of injured past and so on and so forth. You know, Justin Scoggins not showing up at the scale, basically, in his last outing at UFC 201.
Ray Borg did the exact same thing right after.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
He's had a bad little run here.
He's had a bad little run, but if Ian McCall, even a shred of Ian McCall that we've seen at his elite shows up here, like he should be able to outpoint Neil Seery and get the W here.
I think wrestling is the name of the game if you're Ian McCall. I mean, this is a guy that, because he doesn't come from this like established wrestling background, people often sleep on that, but he's very fast and he's able to get in on you. And when he fights guys that are going to have that perceived striking advantage, that's his key to victory. Look at that fight with Brad Pickett. Brad Pickett's a good striker. Brad Pickett's a guy that's strong. Brad Pickett's a guy that thoroughly beat Neil Seery up. But McCall can go out there and he can use his striking long enough to get you to the ground. Look at that John Lineker fight. It's like, I don't really want to stand for John Lineker. And John Lineker ends up getting the win in the end. But one, Lineker missed weight by 5 pounds for that fight. And
Lineker always misses weight by 5 pounds.
McCall gets him down in that first round. He gets him down with a beautiful takedown. He holds him down. The second round, he shoots a takedown. He gets caught in that guillotine. That kind of spells disaster for him in terms of him wasting his energy. But this is a guy that, on a good night, as you mentioned, he can hang with pretty much anybody. I look at him getting ready for Scoggins, and it's like, okay, listen, you're going to fight the future. Young kid, sky's the limit for him. You're on your way down, McCall, and this kid's on his way up. But the fight never happens. He gets paid, fight never happens. Okay, here's Borg. He's young, he's the future. He's on his way up, maybe you're on your way down. The fight never happens. Now we get Seery. That's the complete polar opposite of what they've been giving him. Now you got an aging veteran, a guy who's already admitted that he's going to retire. How many guys have retired, admitted going into a fight that this is my last, have gotten the win?
Mark Munoz, he got it. He got the win against Luke Barnett.
Where's he at? Anyways, he's actually a tough guy.
Venator champion.
Yeah, he'll be back. Don't get me wrong. He's a tough dude. But when you have that mindset of like, listen, I'm done after this one. I've got bigger things to go back to. Then I think that's something that's just weighing in on you. McCall's technically gotten paid for his last 2 fights, and he hasn't had to go perform. He's a guy that's always plagued by injury, but guess what? He hasn't had to fight his last 2 fights. So I would expect him to be in good shape. And we've seen with Seery struggle, it's the takedown defense. Guys that are able to go out there, whether it be a Louis Smolka or whether it be a Brad Pickett or those guys, they go in, they take him down.
He also struggled.
He can do the exact same thing, and I expect him to.
He also struggled against Kyoji Horiguchi, who's just so much faster and more athletic than him. That's where Neil Seery struggled on the feet, but I'm with you. Yeah, if you can take him down, control him. And frankly, Ian McCall is probably the faster athlete here too. On the feet, he may be able to outpoint him as well. So,
Neil Seery's got good hands, and I expect him that he could land some good punches, but he doesn't have the stopping power to really get McCall's attention. So even if he has some like bright spots within the fight, I expect as a whole McCall will get the way he wants it, which is the takedown. He probably grinds this one out for a decision.
We move to the middle.